course, but why would we be on time if Tana's involved? So we're just standing down here, rotting away, while she just dilly-dallies upstairs.
We're wasting money, is what's happening. In real time. Technically, right now, we are 37 minutes late, but they asked for a 20-minute extension, so we'll probably get to the venue an hour and a half late.
They're about to like pull the money, literally. Okay, it's House of Blues. It's just like Roxy, and like it's such a stupid time to be late. Well, last time she was like, it's just the drinking, so many shows in a row, I got no rest. She slept all through the night last night, the entire car ride here, immediately went to bed when she got here, and is still not on time. So I'm just having a hard time understanding what's going on. Did you ever want to wear jorts? I go, what the f***? You know we're wearing jorts?
Wait, right now?
Yeah, that's what she just said on the phone. I go, why don't you bring the jorts to the venue and we worry about it there?
5:30 is the meet and greet. It's 5:26. I can't choose where. I'm gonna show up and do my job, which is to meet and greet and be on the stage.
You meet and greet, baby.
You know? I think I hate everyone.
I definitely do. I'm just kidding. I thought it would be funny.
Super funny. Paige, I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit. I just don't see why I need to be here to set up with production. I love early Sally in there, and I know Hannah's just doing her job, but if meet and greets at 5:30, I'm at 5:30. And the lose money was just crazy. Like, okay, if I'm actually late, yeah, I know we can lose money. I'm not late.
Well, if meet and greet started at 5 and it was 5:30, then yeah, we're but like, you're literally on time, it's fine. I can't believe anyone rushed me for me to just sit around. I would have slept in. I'm like, okay, everyone can go into hibernation and like, we're on time. It all worked out. It all worked out.
99% of people had an amazing time at that show.
Guess what? I got on a call with your two managers who screamed at me for 3 hours saying, you need to figure out Tana, you need to get her in line, you need to hold her accountable. Your manager.
And that's not fair to you. And then that's another fight I'm gonna yell at someone else. I've been touring.
I was 16. I'm gonna go to Seth and Brittany and I'm gonna tell them I can't do this with Brittany.
They told me with someone yelling at me. I can't have someone
Nobody was yelling at you. I made a joke about your door.
Brooke, I called you and you were yelling at me about the money. So all day in my mood, you have been kind of picking at me. We can roll the footage. Like if I'm already
I made a joke because I'm hilarious.
joke is done.
I'm getting screamed at in your voice. It's you guys. It's you guys. It's you guys. So that's why I get frustrated. Like,
I'm sorry, Brooke. You've been coming at me like all day in my eyes.
no, I haven't. You come downstairs in your jorts. I made approximately 3 comments about her jorts because they were
Many more than 3, bro.
So Tana Mongeau and Brooke Schofield are currently on tour with the Cancelled podcast. They're doing multiple stops in multiple cities, and their first one was a couple days ago. Mind you, this tour was absolutely sold out on the first night, and it was not as good as they wanted. So first, Tana and Brooke arrived super late, more than an hour late. An hour and a half late too, which a lot of people think means that they broke contract. But don't worry, it gets worse. Brooke and Tana were absolutely wasted. People who were there say that they were not speaking into the mic correctly, they were slurring their words, and they could just not be understood. It was so bad to the point that Brooke had to tweet out, "Pittsburgh, I love you so much. Sorry for blacking out. I was scared. I'm not an alcoholic. Please forgive me." Next, people at the show claimed that all the stories that they told were all the same from the podcast. So people who love this podcast and have listened to all the episodes claimed that they knew all these stories.
Welcome back to Celebrew, where we dive headfirst into the latest celebrity shakeups and behind-the-scenes drama you won't hear anywhere else. Today we're unpacking a whirlwind of friendship fallout, and it's one of the juiciest rides we've seen all year. You might think you know what went down, but trust me, you're about to see the full picture. From onstage blow-ups to cryptic podcast confessions, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why friendships in the spotlight can be more explosive than any feud on social media. Let's get into it.
But it's also like the same time, just like the brand of canceled is like light. I'm not saying like about her not having Brooke or anything, just when Tana was like, I want to talk about serious things going on in the world, like politics, all of the above. And I'm like, the brand of canceled itself is like lighthearted. What's going on in pop culture? Who's beefing? What's happening? Like, no offense, Tana, you're not someone that someone needs to be taking political advice from.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to.
You can have
say
a
this.
20-minute Hot Topics episode if you want, like a little subsection if you want to like talk about real things in the world. Like, I get it, everyone needs to grow and evolve. Maybe have a separate podcast where you talk about serious things. Canceled is lighthearted.
Canceled is not happening anymore?
I mean, I'm not saying that I
All blew up when footage from the Europe tour emerged, capturing what fans have dubbed JSGate. Picture this: a crowded venue, lights dimmed, audience buzzing, until the video cuts to 2 friends in a heated argument. One is irked about being rushed. The other is fed up with late arrivals costing thousands in lost revenue. Key moment. The camera pans to the crowd cheering, and you can hear the roar when one friend calls out the other for being ridiculous. Emotional stakes. This wasn't a scripted bit. It was raw frustration, the kind that only comes after repeated tension. That clip lit the internet on fire. Viewers chose sides instantly. Some sided with the punctual one fighting to keep the tour on schedule, others sympathized with the laid-back friend who felt micromanaged. But what the footage didn't show was what happened afterward. How this public spat set the stage for even more drama behind the scenes. Fast forward to the latest podcast episode, and the tables turn. The once bullied party reveals her own frustrations. While one friend was busy handling important work, she was left to explore Europe solo. Imagine touring iconic cities like Paris and Barcelona and seeing your partner in crime nowhere to be found. What she said, she'd hit up local cafes, museums, and even late-night art installations while wondering where her friend disappeared. Fan. Reaction. Comments exploded. Some viewers praised her independence, while others wondered if she was guilt-tripping her friend for simply getting her hustle on. This vulnerability opened another can of worms. Suddenly, fans who cheered her on during JSGate felt conflicted. Was she really the innocent party, or did she just resent her friend's work-first approach? Of course, no story is complete without the other side. In the very same podcast, the second friend defended her absences, claiming she was juggling sponsor calls, itinerary changes, and last-minute production meetings. Her perspective? She argued that the meet and greet schedule required on-site prep she couldn't delegate. Behind the scenes, tour managers confirmed there were endless logistics, travel delays, hotel overbookings, and even a freak equipment malfunction that ate up hours of her time. Viewers now had to wonder, were both sides victims of miscommunication, or was there something deeper, a growing divide born out of differing priorities? But the drama didn't end there. On a different segment, she admitted something startling. Even thousands of miles away, friends back home could still ruin her day. I'm in Belfast, and I'm getting calls from California about things people are doing. How can someone halfway across the world still stress me out this much? Global stress. She described answering frantic texts from a friend who thought they were slighted and finding herself angrier than she'd ever been on tour. Viewer. Takeaway. It's a reminder that distance doesn't cure friendship drama. Sometimes it makes the static worse. Then came the revelation that really shook the pod: sobriety. Having recently quit drinking, she confessed she feels alienated around longtime pals who still party hard. It's not that I judge anyone else having a drink, but when you get blackout drunk, start embarrassing yourself, and upset others around you, that's when it crosses a line. Growing apart, she used vivid examples: friends slurring through conversations, stumbling at dinners, even nearly starting fights on 2 separate trips. Identity shift. Her newfound clarity made her realize she no longer fit in with the same crowd, and that realization hurt more than any onstage argument. Speculation skyrocketed when fans connected the dots to a viral clip of her friend Amari at a Pride event, drunk, messing with a vendor, and getting escorted away by security. Timing confusion. The podcast chat happened before that incident went public, meaning her comments may not even reference him. Reconciliation teaser. A TikTok of the two together surfaced soon after, suggesting whatever tension existed has been smoothed over, at least for now. This subplot shows how quickly fans can create narratives, and how celebrities must constantly navigate rumors, even among their closest allies. The biggest bombshell dropped when she appeared on another show and hinted that the podcast itself might be nearing its end. Behind the mic, she reflected on evolving from dumpster-diving pop culture commentators to individuals craving creative growth. Contract reality. Their deal wraps up at year's end, forcing them to ask, do they renew, revamp, or walk away? This honesty offered a peek into the hard choices content creators face when a passion project becomes a long-term commitment. Digging deeper, she revealed that their visions for the show have drifted apart. Two minds that once synced perfectly now struggle to agree on formats, topics, and even weekly production logistics. Friendship versus business. She compared their partnership to a romantic relationship, full of love, but requiring constant negotiation to keep both sides happy. Future possibilities. She floated ideas of solo projects with occasional crossovers, allowing each to pursue personal passions while preserving their friendship. It's a blueprint many creative duos can relate to: how to balance camaraderie with career evolution. Naturally, fans took to social media, declaring the duo quiet quit on each other. Some called it the inevitable death of a once electric partnership. Others saw it as a healthy next chapter. Polarized opinions. Comments ranged from "they don't talk anymore" to "I hope they reunite someday." Her response: she scrolled through the chatter live on camera, urging fans not to twist her words, reminding everyone that growth doesn't equal hate. This section highlights how public perception can both uplift and misinterpret, especially when every private confession goes viral. So, where do they go from here? Both hosts have teased new endeavors, one eyeing a solo podcast with a longtime collaborator, the other hinting at a return to live tours, or even a documentary. Mental health priority. Above all, they emphasize the importance of peace and personal well-being, suggesting this break, even if temporary, could be exactly what they need: potential reunion. Despite the talk of endings, they left the door wide open for a future reunion season if fans clamor loud enough. This finale reminds us that, in the world of influencer culture, endings are rarely permanent, and sometimes the best evolutions come after the toughest splits. So, what do you think? Are they heading for a permanent breakup, or is this just the calm before a triumphant comeback? Drop your theories in the comments below, and be sure to hit like and subscribe for more exclusive Celebrew deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, where we'll uncover the next big scandal you didn't know was brewing. Bye for now.